Oh. Hopefully this will work. Sorry about my messy couch, everybody. Okay, just get my office in order here. I don't even know if I'm on camera. I can't tell. I'm just making a quick video. I'm addressing this situation that's happened in Houston, Texas, I believe, where there's a group called Targeted Justice. I 100% endorse these people. They're so far from being crazy, it's not even funny. They're credible. They have an amazing amount of knowledge about about all forms of targeting, but in particular directed energy weapons. Karen Stewart had worked for the NSA. Anyway, suffice to say, they're credible. They're very credible. Maybe the most credible people inside of this TI community. And God knows it's infiltrated all over the place. And you'll often see some TIs that well, let's just say they're less than credible. These people are not that. Midge is a very good friend of mine. Very credible. And so I won't go into all their, personalities or what their, histories are, but suffice to say, I trust these people. Well, on their website, you can download flyers that you can print out and hand out to people. What happened in Houston recently, I think 2 days ago, was that someone had downloaded their flyers and put them on the windshields of different vehicles, police vehicles, civilian vehicles. Anyway, what happened is a police officer, a woman, she picked up the flyer, took it off her windshield, and then I think within 5 to 10 minutes she started feeling very strange. She ended up going to the hospital, and apparently the flyer was laced with fentanyl. So what scares me and alarms me, and now anyone can download these flyers, but what scares me and alarms me is that this is going to be spun around and be turned into those targeted individuals. They're seeking revenge, and they're trying to poison our police department. What I think may have happened, and this is after 23 years of me dealing with my own targeting and how people are set up, or how I've been set up and what's been done. I think someone inside one of the alphabet agencies downloaded the flyers, intentionally put fentanyl on the flyers and put them on police vehicles and civilian vehicles, parked out in front of a police station. Now this woman, the police officer, thank God she's okay. I don't think she's a plant or a fake or anything like that. I think that she genuinely got ill. She's been released from the hospital. But what scares me is that the spin is going to be nutty. And it's going to try to make all TIs look like a bunch of kooks that are trying to kill local police forces. Like, it's ridiculous. It's so far from the truth if you knew any of these people involved in targeted justice. And there's all kinds of other ramifications. Like, people see a flyer about targeting, they won't touch it because they're afraid they're going to be poisoned. From my experience being around the TI community, with the very, very, very odd exception, I find that generally, TIs are not violent. They're generally educated. They are in incredible pain and suffering, but they're not seeking any kind of physical retaliation or revenge. I think that some of us have been chosen because we aren't inclined to go and get a gun and start shooting people. And there was only one incident, from what I remember, was a man that was a lawyer, Myron May, and Myron May got a gun and apparently shot at some people and then killed himself, I believe, or was killed by officers. I can't remember exactly what transpired. But when people talk about, those targeted individuals are so violent, the only thing they can cite, really, is that incident with Myron May. He was... why did he shoot people or get a gun and shoot? I don't know. But it happens people from all walks of life sometimes flip and go nuts. Could you say that he was overwhelmed by the targeting and couldn't cope anymore? I don't know. There was the other guy that also had worked at the Naval Yard. And I might be getting all this mixed up, but just what concerns me about this flyer incident is that people are going to, or the spin, because CNN, ABC, all these news organizations, the fake news, all these news organizations are now carrying this story. And it's really, really dangerous. I guess it wasn't enough that the New York Times and the Washington Post wrote completely slanderous articles about the targeted individual, almost flat out calling us mentally ill and crazy. Even though there's all kinds of proof now, there's all kinds of there's so many resources that back up that this technology is in place.